Love was the only truth I held that never came undone. While every other meaning blurred the moment it begun. I asked the dark for answers it had never meant to keep, and listened for a heartbeat in a silence far too deep. I placed my warmth in empty hands and swore it was returned, not knowing I was watching all the ways my own love burned. I saw reflections in the void and named them something shared, while standing in a room of one, convinced that two were there. I wrote their soul between the gaps of everything unsaid, and laid soft understanding where no truth had ever bled. I turned their distance into depth, their absence into care, and found 1,000 meanings that were never truly there. And isn't this a fragile art we seldom recognize? To give until we disappear, yet call it holding light. We make them gentle in our minds, so we can safely stay and dress their silence up as love that simply lost its way. I wonder for words that never lived to finally appear, hold a space for someone who was never truly here. And they don't need to play a part, they do not need to bother, for love asks nothing of them when imagined by another. Who craft from air a place that feels like home, the ones who fill the empty space so they don't stand alone. But now I see what stood in truth beneath the life I made, a quiet light that never asked for shadows to persuade. It was my love that shaped the dark, my breath that gave it form, a steady flame I carried through what never could be warm. Imagination took my need and placed it in their eyes, and called it something mutual beneath a soft disguise. But now awareness clears the glass and lets me see it whole, and shows me every love I gave was always from my soul. I see the world as sparks of love reflecting from one light, not something I must chase to feel or beg to redefine. I wander through imagined rooms of theirs, but they were mine because I hadn't yet become the place I recognized. But now within myself, no question left to roam, for I had found the quiet truth, I never left my home. I see many great actors laughing at life, disguising with smiles all their trouble and strife. I see many men donning outfits to please. I see many women adorned with such needs. I see many people just trying to get by without anyone else seeing pains that they hide. I see many lost souls pretending to be the person outside that everyone needs. I see many so broken, the shadows surround, stones tied to their feet, weighing them down. But they show a smile to the ignorant crowd, for many pretend so don't see what they shroud. But some souls do see, the ones with true eyes. The crowds with their wants are just choosing their blind. There's too many let their honesty shout. For there's many a smile that is holding inside, and energy waiting with arms open wide. See, there's many an actor hiding their truth, believing a smile even false can shine through. But the feeling within is the energy flow. So if there's sadness within, then the world feels low. Let's not pretend, let's bring out the noise. No worry of image, no thought of the poise. No longer the actor, but creating the play. No hiding your power in this dark masquerade. Feel all your strength as you fight for your truth. Let people around be astounded by you. For once you decide to be who you are, you become of the love. Empowered by stars, it pushes out anger, turns it to pride. It will force out the hate till you understand why. For every feeling that makes us alone is simply a journey to lead us to home. Time to stand up, move from all that you see, and create from your truth, your own reality. For held within you is a world so unique. Lay down the mask, let your universe be. Yeah, 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 yeah,
One day I believed I could fly so high, beyond the limits of this earthly sky, beyond the scope my eyes could view, beyond belief of all I knew. The stars and planets called to me with whispers of a love so free. As galaxies around me swirl, vortex in me, beyond all worlds. My soul soared high, past time and space, to a world surreal, of purest grace. I glanced myself in perpetual sight, and felt the spirit of eternal light. My journey into the great expanse allowed my mind to feel this dance. The truth within I take and share, for all to feel, to see, to dare. Each heart that beats with fluttering flight can chance the dance of infinite light.
Poem's touch is not from rhyme, but pulse that lives beneath the skin. It's breath you feel between the words when truth is gently drifting in. It isn't built from clever tricks or dressed in perfect sight or sound. It's born when someone lays their soul unguarded open on the ground. Some write to prove they know the rules, to show their proof in polished art. Some write because they'd break apart if silence held them to their heart. One leaves you nodding at the page, impressed yet never moving thought. The other starts a shift in you, a knowing from your evermore. I don't know. I don't know if these words will live when I am free as dust to air, or fade like footsteps in the rain, no future I will ever share. I only know I write to pass a feeling deep from hand to hand, a small remembered warmth that says I see you and I understand. Maybe I am just the shell, a willing heart that craves to share. And words were never mine to claim, but borrowed from the knowing hand. Perhaps the poet is the door, a message never meant to stay, moment that she's stepping through.